Warm welcome here with the latest on headlines today. Our top focus story. It seems the centre seems to have completely cornered Hurriyat hardliner Syed Ali Shah Geelani over his passport request to visit his ailing daughter at Jeddah in Saudi Arabia. Sources have revealed that government has hardened its stand on Geelani's application. The government has refused to dole out any special privileges to the Hurriyat leader. Geelani had left the nationality column in the passport form blank. The Home Ministry has told Geelani that he cannot leave any column blank and will have to get clearance from the MHA and MEA. The separatist leader's application will be cleared only when he presents himself at the passport office. The BJP had objected to the passport request, stating that the Hurriyat hardliner must acknowledge that he is an Indian citizen before a passport can be issued to him. With the J&K BJP leadership putting the onus on central government to take the final call, the issue could spark divide in BJP-PDP alliance in Jammu and Kashmir. All right, I want to cut across to Shuja ul Haq, my colleague who's joining us from the Valley right now. We're also joined by our deputy news editor, Shiv Arur, who's in the studio with us. Shuja, I'd like to come to you first. It has already been an uneasy relationship where the alliance between the BJP-PDP is concerned. With this now, clearly two very different point of views. The BJP state unit believes that the passport should not be issued to Geelani. On the other hand, PDP clearly states what's wrong in doing so.
But that's right. You know, it seems like a major flashpoint brewing between the two coalition partners. And for a lot of people, the story is actually that from here on. It's not whether someone like Geelani should get a passport or not, because they've gotten it in past. Many other separatist leaders are allowed to travel out, even attending conferences. You know, after all, he is not even going for an official visit. He is trying to go for a personal visit. So that is not really the story. For a lot of people in Kashmir Valley, now it is between the PDP and the BJP, how politics is being played around on this issue on the ground here. While BJP locally seems like trying to appease its core constituency, particularly in the areas of Jammu, by saying that they want him to clearly make it visible that he is an Indian citizen before filing on the application form. The PDP seems to be of the different viewpoint, which is clearly what they're doing to appease their own constituency, at least in Kashmir region. They seem to be okay with granting passport to him. So now, of late, we've seen that this is something that always happens with contentious issues. Both parties seem to be taking different lines, trying to keep their core constituencies happy, and at the end of the day, politics being played around the issues. So for a lot of people who know Kashmir, now the issue is not whether Geelani should get a passport or not, whether any separatist leader should get a passport or not. It is the real politicking that happens between the two political parties who are forming the government here.
It's interesting there, Shuja. Stay with me. Let's bring in Shiv Arur. Shiv, like Shuja states, in Kashmir, it's about not so much whether Geelani gets a visa, but it is about the politics between the PDP and the BJP. But nationally, this is not an issue which is just an issue which is emanating in Srinagar or in Kashmir. It is a national issue as well. On the other hand, there is belief that if there have been past precedents where separatists have been issued visas to even go for attend conferences, why should they be given a visa right now, even though the issue is emotive in the terms of he wants to go and see his daughter? How does that matter to the Ministry of External Affairs and the Indian government?
Well, as Shuja rightly pointed out, and I completely agree with him, it's now less about the passport and more about the politics. And let's also remind our viewers, Preeti, that Syed Ali Shah Geelani has a passport. It's just that it's expired and he needs to get it renewed. So there's already a precedent for Mr. Geelani, having an Indian passport. Point number two, the simple fact is everyone in the valley, politicians from the Panthers party to the BJP to the Congress, everyone has an opinion on Syed Ali Shah's Geelani's nationality, except Geelani himself. He's the only one who leaves that field actually blank. You've got Bhim Singh of the Panthers party saying Syed Ali Shah Geelani is a citizen of Jammu and Kashmir. You've got others who say he is a citizen of India because he already has an Indian passport. The simple fact of the matter is, while the politics plays out in the valley, the government of India, the BJP, the state unit of the BJP, as Shuja pointed out, is making a huge hue and cry over this issue. The PDP says it must there must be humanitarian view in giving this man a renewed passport. But the government is playing it very safe. They're sticking to protocol, they're sticking to rules. They're trying to stay away from the politics because the government appears to be fully aware of just what a flashpoint or a contentious issue this could actually be, which is why they're saying fill up the form, present yourself in person, and make sure that every single column, including nationality,
and what's wrong with that,
is filled up.
What's wrong with just following protocol?
Absolutely, which is why the government is playing it safe. They're fully aware, of what the, what the precedent is. They're fully aware of what the implications politically within the valley and elsewhere actually are. As Shuja pointed out, Geelani has a passport. He's travelled even to Pakistan before on that very passport. So, the matter of precedent doesn't really matter anymore. And you're right, Preeti. The fact is the government is fully aware of those implications, which is why they're sticking to protocol, which is absolutely according to many people we've been speaking to, the right thing to do. Fill up the form, make sure it's complete, and follow all the protocols that any other citizen would complete if they wanted a passport as an Indian citizen.
All right, appreciate you joining us, Shivarur and Shuja ul Haq. Gentlemen, we are going to keep coming back to you for more on that story there.